welcome to Highly Debatable. I'm your mediator, Ryan. We have
A.Kellz
and
boy J.kirk.
All right, let's get started by discussing Odell.
Do we have to?
I think not only do we have to, we must. It is
must.
imperative that we discuss anything Giants today. Anything. So please, let's go on and talk about Odell Beckham, what he did and did not do when it was time to perform.
Okay. Let's start.
Sorry to steal your thunder.
Let's start by talking about the Miami trip.
Let's.
I'm sure everybody's seen the pictures by now. Odell and the wide receiving crew of the Giants went out and partied with Justin Bieber, Trey, Songz, and they and they didn't. I mean, it looked like they were having a good time. Yeah. I mean, I thought it sucks that they didn't show up last week, but J.kirk, what do you have to say about this?
First of all, I'd like to thoroughly congratulate all Giants fans on a wonderful season, making the playoffs after missing it, for so many years. That's got to be a great accomplishment. It's unfortunate that you're out in round one.
Are you giving a half compliment?
But you can sit back.
I think you're being a little sarcastic with that.
It's a good season. No, but we're going to, the Miami trip. Honestly, all jokes aside, I don't think you can connect the Miami trip to the way Odell Beckham performed on Sunday. I don't think one necessarily correlates to the other, but I do think you come out, it's cold, you're walking around pregame with your shirt off, all of this bravado. We know you're a football player. We know you're a cool guy. It's cold, all right? I know it's cold. So that is already not the easiest conditions to play in. This is your first playoff game ever in your career, which a lot of people tend to forget because he's such a great player. So come out and handle your business. Do what you have to do. So being that he did go on the Miami trip, that first drop he had, now it's in his head like, now people are going to say it's about the trip.
Anytime a Cowboys fan talk about the Giants, I got to have a problem with it. I'm putting it to you like this.
A.Kellz,
I don't like you being nice.
That's fine.
I need you to be mean. I want you to come on and bash Odell.
I mean, I'm
gladly going to do it.
I was getting
If you're going to talk, you got to back it up, brother. Absolutely. I don't care who you are. My man dropped 4 passes, career high, in the biggest game of the season in his career. That Miami trip had nothing to do with it, obviously. But if you're going to go out Miami, you're going to post pics all on the gram and everything like that. Then you're going to go out with your shirt off like a fake tough guy to be on the sidelines quivering when it's cold. I got no sympathy for you, Odell Beckham. Not trying to hear it.
Yeah, it definitely invites criticism when you go do it, which is what I was getting to. But
he's being eloquent. He's being eloquent. This ain't supposed to be an eloquent video.
I want you to be gritty with it. Just if you got it, just give it to us.
What I'm saying? Because don't think I'm gonna do that with Daz.
You guys are both loud, and that's your style. But I do it like this. So anyway, as I was trying to do before my mediator and my co-host cut me off, Odell Beckham was absolutely unexcusable. When you put yourself out there like that, you definitely invite criticism towards yourself. I don't care if you had a great week of practice, didn't make any mistakes in practice, that press conference. I would actually feel better if I was a Giants fan now had he come out after and said, you know what, maybe I shouldn't have did that. I don't think it had anything to do with my game, but I shouldn't have broke up my routine, especially before such a big game. And the other issue I have with this is Odell Beckham, a lot of people focus on him because he's the better, he's the best player on that team, arguably. But who's getting on Victor Cruz, the veteran? He's 30 years old. Where are the people around who's like, you know what, maybe we shouldn't do this? You know what,
it comes to a point in time when a man has to be held for his actions, accountable for his own actions. Absolutely. Every week after a game, he's taking a trip. What's the difference with this one? We knew about it.
I think because it was blowing up.
Right. No, because we knew about it. We knew about it. So he could have went. It's not about him going down to Miami, right? It's about, okay, we knew about it, and then the after effect of you having a sucky game. Of course people are going to attack you. And listen, it's not only that. This man needs to grow up. Now listen, I get it. He's 23 years old. He has a lot of money, a lot of celebrity. I understand, he's breaking all-time records, but at the same time, antics on the sideline has to go now. He needs to transition into being a leader. Right now, I'm looking at him like I looked at Cam Newton last year with his antics. Yeah. If the antics don't stop and you don't progress, then you're never going to be a great player.
You're never going to take
You never know because, listen, the NFL catches up with you quick. It does. Because every year, you get slower and your skills diminish. Now, what do you want to do to get better? Because, listen, he's great. But what are you going to do to get better? And it starts with here.
Absolutely.
Starts with here.
No, absolutely. I mean, we've seen a bunch of super talented but a little bit crazy, players in the past who haven't reached their full potential. Ochocinco, how many championships? Randy Moss, how many championships? So there's a bunch of Terrell Owens.
Yeah, you can connect them. I'm gonna connect them to an old giant.
Yeah.
Think about this man, Jeremy Shockey.
Yeah.
How good was Jeremy
Exactly.
Shockey? But couldn't get it together.
Exactly. We see all.
I don't
want
to see that for him. He's too talented.
Exactly. And Odell, to me, he could be the best receiver in the league since Randy Moss. But Randy Moss was another guy, who I think could have did even more and didn't have that kind of playoff success. These are guys that you see that are, incredibly talented, transcendent talents, but not being able to hold it together mentally is what separates guys like that from guys who are multiple-time champions, MVPs, and things of that nature.
And listen, he has time to get it right.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying next year just all of a sudden completely change who you are.
Absolutely not.
Because it took time for Chris Carter to get it.
Yeah.
It took time for your boy, I forget that bum's name, number 88, that won 3 championships. What's
the
his name?
bum that won 3 championships?
I mean,
that
he
would
won
be
3.
Sir Michael Irvin.
I was about to call him Bruce Irvin.
That would be
I know his name.
from the
I know his name is Michael Irvin, but he's so great he couldn't even get his number retired. But that's not the point. The point is, Dez is wearing that. That's not the point. The point is this: it took guys a time to get it right. And listen, get it right. Catch the ball. Catch the ball. And Eli put it perfectly.
Well, also remember, it was all the boat stuff aside, it was 0 degrees out there too.
Yeah,
let's
but
not forget that.
Listen. But if you're gonna come out with your chest out, then you gotta back it up.
Absolutely.
That's one too.
100%.
And Eli said it correctly. And because he's around this man for 16 weeks or more, he puts way too much pressure on himself. When he had his chest all poked out, I knew this is going to be boom or bust for him because you're bringing more criticism towards you, and he wants to prove people wrong so bad
Sometimes
that he just overthinks the situation, and that's what he did in this case. I don't think it's his skills. I don't think he was that cold. I just think that after he dropped that touchdown pass, I said, "Stick a fork in him. He's done."
It was a spiral effect. I felt like he just couldn't shake it off. And you look at him on the sideline, he's looking at his hands like, "Please work." And I mean, you gotta understand that. You just got to go in the flow sometimes. Sometimes when you try too hard, it just your whole skill set and everything diminishes. It's just the fact that you just got to understand that. So
well put, well dressed, Ryan.
Thank you, I appreciate it. So that wraps up another episode of Highly Debatable. Please look out for our future
Giants
videos.
fans.
He's gonna be sitting with us next week.
They're
sitting there. He's gonna sit with us.
See you later. Enjoy the television this weekend.
Let's see what Dak.
Make sure to like and comment.
Hold on, you know you ain't want to face us again.
Make sure to like and comment below, because that's all you're gonna have time to do this weekend. I'll get to it after I watch.
So you gonna be sitting there having time with us next week too?
Look, we worried about this.
So does it matter? Okay,
Bye, Giants
we'll save that for
like,
the video.
subscribe, comment. Thank you. Check out A.Kellz Facebook.
Before you pull the trigger,
Maybe you should pull the fucking trigger.
pull the trigger. Ain't nobody gonna do it for